Hey guys, what's going on today? Paul and I are going to be working on the YUKON 513 front gears with their YUKON ZIPLOCKER. We're going to get those pieces all. We got the unit, or the ZIPLOCKER itself, we got the ring gear on it, the outer bearings pressed on, ready. So we got to just get out the pinion gear, get the pinion bearings pressed on that, and then start shimming the races and assembling this axle. So let's get started, guys. We've got a lot of work to do. Cue the music. Alright guys, that's where we're at tonight. We got the powder coated driveline flange on there. You know, on the rear one, we were able to use the pipe wrench and just put it on the thing, and you guys saw us have it in the vise and torque it down. This, there's no way to really put a rag around that and the pipe wrench and then something around the handle of the pipe wrench so if it comes over and hits the lift arm or the long arm. So there's no way to really deal with that. So it's like 7 o'clock at night. It's the end of our workday here. We usually get off at 6, but we're just trying to get this buttoned up so we can move on to getting the carrier in tomorrow morning. But we're going to go ahead and plasma cut out a piece that will bolt on to that flange, and then put a piece of DOM tubing on the end of it for those people that want the exact term. And then we'll be able to have that hit the ground and then be able to torque down with a torque wrench to the 250 foot-pound torque spec and seat the 2 bearings and set the bearing preload then. But we're going to go ahead and cut that out in the morning, guys. We'll catch you guys then.
So the last time I had the camera, we were working on the rear brakes on the Silverado. We kind of had a little bit of trouble identifying the axle. Not really identifying the axle, but getting the brake parts that we needed, because none of the part stores around here really want to cooperate because the axle didn't match VINs. But we got that all sorted today. We got all the correct parts, so we will go ahead and get started on the brakes today. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, what's up? Back to the vlog, picking right up where we left off yesterday. Paul and I are over here working on getting the housing tapped where the airline comes through for the ZIPLOCKER here. So he's getting that tapped with a 1/4 inch, that fan makes noise, with a 1/4 inch NPT tap for the fitting. Where is it? Where's that little brass fitting at? It's around here, don't worry about it. But we got the thing made out for that size. We're tapping the hole in the housing right here. guys can see. Because this up here is the oil gallery, where the oil comes up from the back. Unfortunately, that's a little chip getting unloaded. We'll get that, put a little bit of touch-up paint on that. So, now that we got, oh, Paul found it, it's right here. This is the air locker fitting, or the air fitting that goes in top of the case, right up here. So Paul's gonna get that tapped, and then we're gonna get this differential fully buttoned up. So let's do it, guys. Cue the music.
Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be. Staring at the ceiling, fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be. Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. Nothing on my life, maybe time to just that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be. Staring at the ceiling, fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down. Don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
All right, guys. So Paul and I got that front differential finished up. We got the ZIPLOCKER in, backlash set. What's it called? Gear mesh set. So we're all finished with that. Air locker lines in and ready to be routed. Paul and I aren't going to route those and hook up the air compressor and all that stuff because Eric and Rick want to do that together. So of course, you know, that's some fun, easy work. You know, that'll be fun for them to work on it together. So we're going to go ahead and move forward and get this beautiful ATS powder-coated differential cover installed here. Unfortunately, the large one that was for the rear was for a Duramax axle, didn't fit because that's a 10.5 inch center. So Eric's going to order one through G2, I believe, and then powder coat that the same color. So yeah, Paul and I are going to clean up the front of the differential here. We got the seat, the gasket. I guess with aluminum ones, you're supposed to use a cork gasket. Normally on a steel one, you just use black or RTV. So let me show you guys over here. Got to clean this surface up a little bit, some red Scotch Brite, clean it up, use a little acetone on it, and then we'll be able to go ahead and put this gasket on here and install this cover. So let's do it. Guys, a little bit of a correction here. See this diff cover? It's got a valley right here, if you can see it. That's meant for a O-ring to ride in. So that's what you do with this aluminum one. The rear ATS cover said to use the copper gasket it came with, because this one came with one too. You know, fits it perfect. It came with loud noises, don't worry about it. It came with this gasket. I don't know why it would come with it if they require you to use a O-ring on it. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, so we're gonna get this cleaned up, wipe down the O-ring with like some synthetic grease, and then get that on there, and we'll get this front diff cover installed.
Never reminded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be, making emotion paintable inside. Tell me, is this what you made me?
Alright guys, all finished up working on the Chevrolet Silverado this afternoon. We got the 513s installed in the last couple days, and we got, you know, the ZIPLOCKER in there with them, all the backlash and everything set properly. And then we got the ATS front differential cover out for the 05 to 08 Ford Super Duty. And it might go even up higher, but that's what this axle ranges of this particular one is. So we got that differential cover installed, perfect. It's got that little like gasket type of it's like an O-ring style. You got that, and it's one you kind of roll out and just lay on there yourself. It's not a 360-degree piece. It's kind of open, and you kind of just butt the pieces together. But that's how they designed it, and we put that at the very top just in case anything does go by. But it shouldn't. It swelled as soon as we got some oil on it, and it fit in there really nice. So we got that installed. We got the steering rods installed. Tomorrow we'll get the PSC ram installed on there. We just ran out of time this evening. And then we got the rear wheels installed, the wheels and tires on, because in the next episode here I got to get some Ford inner axle seal, or for the outer, it's like they have inner axle seals at the pumpkin, then they have them on the outsides for the axle shaft. So I need to get those seals and the vacuum seal that goes in the knuckle, and then I can finish assembling that. We put the axle shafts in and do all that, but I got to order up some gaskets from Ford tomorrow morning. So we'll get those ordered, and then in our next episode here, guys, we'll get those installed. We'll install the unit bearings, the brake caliper, or the brake rotor, the brake caliper, the brake lines, and we'll bleed the brakes and get that done. We'll fill up the differentials, and then we'll pretty much be ready to make a few alignment adjustments and stuff, and then we'll be able to get the truck on a test drive here. And then if we have to make any alignment adjustments after that, we will, and then it'll be done for Eric and Rick. So that'll be pretty awesome. We've been working on this truck a long time. We've put a lot of effort into it as well. So, but alright guys, thanks for watching. If you watched till the end, comment Pickle Rick. If you guys like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, please like and subscribe. You know, you got to hit the bell up there if you guys want notifications. You know, YouTube's always making it so sometimes you got to click it, unclick it, and click it so you actually get the notification when I upload a fresh video. So do that. And then if you guys like us, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, bros. We'll catch you in the next episode.